And a good evening and welcome here to Bennett Court inside Quant Fieldhouse. You are listening to Pointers men's basketball right here at WWSP Stevens Point 90 FM and watching it live on SPTV's YouTube channel. Welcome everybody. Will Haroldson up here with Ashton Parker. We got Abby doing a little bit of the camera work for us up here. Ashton, it's been a while since we last did our basketball game here for the men's team. What are we looking for here tonight? This is two 10 and 12 teams playing each other, really trying to finish off the regular season strong and give yourself maybe some momentum going into next season or the off season. But what are both teams looking for to do here today?
I think both teams are just looking for an opportunity to show that they have improved since last season. You know, both teams, I feel like Point especially has improved immensely since last year. Last season, I should say. However, they're looking for one final jump before they can finally start calling themselves WIAC contenders. You know, as you said, they're both 10-12, not bad, but at the same time, you know, they're still, I think it's like second to last and third to last in the WIAC because it's a very competitive division here. And I think just the big thing I'm looking for Point tonight is a better presence down low in the paint. That's been their biggest weakness all season is their paint presence. And basically they're a ride or die team from the three-point line. Much like a modern day NBA team, I feel like if you can cut off their three-point shot, then they're going to be struggling all night. But however, I would like to see them try and get a bit more presence down in the paint and see if they can have a bit more of a well-rounded offense.
Yeah, there's no question about that they struggle in the paint mightily. That's an area where they just really can't score, and to be completely honest, doesn't even look like they're trying to score, as they really do a lot of dribble handoffs from a lot of the bigs to some point guards. But if you're Stevens Point, I think you're absolutely right, especially when you have a team in River Falls. Your leading scorer is looking at number 20, Roderick Payne, averaging 17.1 points per game. And that is by no means a player that you can't handle. Now, Stevens Point handled Aiden Shore last time we saw some basketball here, but this is a whole different animal here for Stevens Point, and Payne can really hurt you down low in the post if you can't get a good defender on him.
Yeah, and I feel like it's something that Point has been doing okay, and that I think is with their defense. They've been a pretty solid defensive team all season. They've had spurts where, you know, they start falling off a bit. However, I feel like overall they've been doing all right in terms of defense. They just really need to contain Payne, and it's kind of like, as you said, last time we did a broadcast, or even Point was here, they played against Stout, and they were missing their top player as well. So that was a bit of a blow for Stout. However, I feel like River Falls, I think, is fully healthy. There was only one inactive, but so it's gonna be interesting to see how Point really just takes his team and really just tries to play around it and see, because you know that they're going to try and bully you in the paint, because that's what, you know, they're good at, and it's what what Point has been struggling at this season. So it's going to be interesting to see. Again,
Roderick Payne averaging 17.1 points per game on 52.3% shooting. Now, for Stevens Point, that's a lot of dunks down low. For River Falls, excuse me, it's a lot of dunks down low and just dominating down low in the paint. Now, regardless, bucket is a bucket. He does shoot 29% from three, and for a big guy, that's not terrible by any means, but certainly he does a lot of his damage down low in the post. And when you think about it defensively, to Stevens Point, do they double team and basically force River Falls to take a three? Because you look at their three-point field goal percentage, they only shoot about 34.5% from beyond the arc. Do you double Payne down low and force them to beat you from beyond the arc, or you just play solid one-on-one defense?
No, I think your first part about trying to double team them down low is exactly what they're supposed to do. Because as you said, they only shoot about 33% from the three-point line, and and I feel like in terms of just defense, they're not bad at perimeter defense. So having that trying to double team Payne down low, and you would rather take like a 33%, take that 33% risk of having a three-point shot. If they make it, they make it. If they don't, then it's whatever. If they make it, as I said, then make it. If they don't, hey, you get to try and just get a board and try and go back on the other court.
Now, defense has definitely been one of the strong suits of this Stevens Point team. You look in years past, that's kind of been a difficult thing, especially even going back into last year's matchup against the Falcons was a blowout here on Bennett Court. Now, Stevens Point looking to try to right the ship. Actually, over the past 10 games that Stevens Point has played River Falls, the Pointers have a 7-3, they're favored 7-3 in that department. So as of late, the most recent histories, it favors the Falcons, but overall, the last 10 games, Stevens Point has kind of dominated this series against the Falcons.
Yeah, I think they have a 7-3 record. They've lost 3 straight to the Falcons, so they're really just trying to get back to their winning ways like they've been known to, and it's just going to be it's going to be an interesting one here. It's
going to be 2 pretty evenly matched teams going at one another, and it should be a really, really fun matchup here tonight. Once again, you are listening to Pointers Basketball right here at WWSP, Stevens Point 90 FM, and watching it live right here on SPTV's YouTube broadcast. We'll let you guys listen in here to a little bit of the public address announcer, and then we'll go straight into the national anthem, and we'll be right back. So just hang out here a little bit, and we'll be right back in a minute. All right. Well, Ashton, looking at this team overall, last year, no WIAC regular season wins, 3 this year. So they're 3-8 in the record, so it's not so hot. But, I mean, it's 3 more wins than they had last year. And they also have the potential to add 3 more. Now they have a pretty brutal stretch here. They take on River Falls, then they have to, I believe they had a...
They go to Eau Claire.
Yep, they go to the Blue Gulls, and then they have to go to Oshkosh.
No, they finish here.
They finish here, actually, with Oshkosh. I'm thinking of the women's team. It's alternated for them. But they finish here with Oshkosh, which is a nationally ranked team. And so it's a bit of a gauntlet here for the Pointers, but it's not impossible to think that they can't snatch away a few wins here.
I think it's I think it's definitely possible that they could snatch away probably 2 of them here. They can win tonight. I feel like this is probably their best shot. However, versus Eau Claire hasn't been doing the greatest this season either. Sure, they're 13-9 and much better overall record. But in terms of WIAC records, they are 5-6, so they're not bad. But I think it is definitely still possible for Point to come away with a win against there. Now, Oshkosh, that's a different story. As you said, they're nationally ranked. They're first in the WIAC, 10-1. They're 17-5 overall. That's definitely going to be a hard one. However, this is a drastically improved Point team compared to last year. As you said, no wins last year in terms of WIAC. This year, they got 3 of them. And if they could get to, I would say, if you get at least 5 of them, I count that as a great success for Point.
No, without question. It would be a massive success for Stevens Point. Looking here at the starting lineups, we'll start first with the Falcons. At guard, number 2, Logan Jadwani. A little harder name, Jadwani. He is a 6'3" sophomore out of Appleton, kind of close to your area.
Actually, I'm from Appleton, so it's not. I see. Went to high school in Kakana, so that's interesting.
And then at number 10, at forward, a 6'6" junior, Marshall Holland out of Coon Rapids, Minnesota. Number 12, that is Dylan Parker, 6'3" sophomore out of Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. Number 32, Mason Anderson, the 6'2" guard, sophomore out of Ellsworth, Wisconsin. And number 20, Roderick Payne, the 6'8 sophomore out of Cottage Grove, Minnesota. The Falcons are coached by Jeff Burkhoff in his 17th season. Looking at Stevens Point starting lineup, Josiah Gilly out there with Zach Moots and Jake Buchanan. Brennan Tim also there with A.J. Makinen. Should be a fun one here, partner. Look forward to this one right here on Bennett Court.
I like that they gave Josiah Gilly a start. He's been coming off the bench all season this year, but he got the start today, so I'm interested to see what he does.
So Stevens Point, like we said, that goes Gilly, Buchanan, Moots, Tim, and Makinen. Get it right down low to Payne, guarded by Gilly, and he tries to go up strong, but he can't get it. Good defense there by Josiah.
That was a bit just of an unlucky bounce. He came up strong, looked good, just was just the tiniest bit strong off the glass.
So you're down there on probably Coach Burkhoff. You're probably asking for Payne just to throw that one down. Now Gilly battling with him down low in the post. Oh, beautiful move there by Josiah as he went right at the big guy and scored it. The Pointers lead it 2-0.
He was just incredibly strong. He was aggressive and he was able just to finish it.
Driving right down the lane. Ooh, easy answer there by Dylan Parker as he puts it up and in for 2 and ties this game up at 2-2. No defense really to be had back and forth. Really just a missed shot in the first possession for River Falls. Moots driving baseline, gets it back to Gilly. Calls it back to Moots. Now Zach has it. He'll kick it back up top to Buchanan. Jake, the leading scorer for this Stevens Point team, has, I don't want to say struggled as of late, but been a little bit more of a role player. Gilly again down low in the post, tries to go around Payne, but he's having none of it. Gilly actually threw it under the bottom of the backboard, and now he comes out to Parker and the Falcons. Up top, now they get it down low to Payne. Let him go to work down low in the post. Spin move, baseline, tries to go up strong. He doesn't get it, but a foul.
A very similar shot that time. Went in and out of the basket. Could have easily been an and one there. However, it's going to be just 2 shots at the line instead.
And you're thinking this is a 6'8 guy who can definitely throw around the weight down there. Roderick Payne, 6'8", 240. Really, Stevens Point's going to have their money. They're going to have to work cut out for them with this guy down low in the post as his first free throw comes up short.
I was actually just going to mention that one of his main weaknesses as a player, it seems like, is his free throw percentage. He's only 64% from the stripe.
Luke Warden checks in for Stevens Point. Josiah Gilly takes a seat. Quick substitution in for Stevens Point. Second free throw for Payne is up and also no good, but a foul. Oh, no, are they going to say that's off of Point?
No, they're going to say it's off of River Falls there.
Oh, so the Falcons touch it last. And
no, they were going to say it's a foul. I thought they said it was a foul.
Over the
I could be crazy.
foul.
I could be crazy, but I thought it was a foul. But I guess no.
Could be crazy. We know you're crazy about basketball, partner.
Fact.
Tim now to Buchanan, over to Moots. Shot fake. That's something that Stevens Point does really well, is that shot fake, partner. It opens up those wide shots. Here goes Tim right down the lane. Man, looked like he maybe had some, took an elbow to the face, no call. But yeah, Stevens Point utilizes that shot fake to get those open looks.
They do it with a surprising amount of consistency, and it's a really nice tool to have in your arsenal for your offense.
Parker's going to drive down. Oh, excuse me, that's not Parker. That is Mason Anderson. Now they get it back to Anderson. He fakes the shot. We just talked about Stevens Point does the shot fake. That one straight away, and that one looks like it was too short. Brennan Tim with the rebound.
Yeah, just great box out there. Good defense. Got him with a shot fake, but he was well short on that shot.
Jake Buchanan hands out. Ooh, man, got away with the travel there. Did A.J. make it? And you and I both saw that.
Yeah, I absolutely
Brennan
did
Tim
see that.
get it over to Buchanan. Jake's going to drive in the lane. Now he's going to try to post up Parker. Wheels right around him. Goes all the way to the hole and scores.
Just took it himself. Found a hole in the offense, in the defense, I should say. Is able to just get a nice, easy finger roll.
Wonder what they're going to say.
I think it's going to be a bit of an injury time.
Oh, I think they saw blood on
think so.
Moots. So that's going to stop the clock. And they're going to send in Genrich here as they take a look at Moots over on the sideline. Inbounds pass from Payne to Parker, and here come the Falcons looking to try to make this a 4-4 game here. And you got to think that this River Falls team, like we said, they only shoot about 34.5% from beyond the arc. They really make a lot of their money down low in the paint with Payne, and we haven't seen any outside shots here by either team, but River Falls almost doesn't look like they're not even looking for it.
It's true, and I guess that's just the thing about their offense too, is 2 entirely different offenses. You have a bit of a more perimeter offense in Stevens Point, and a team that likes to paint in River Falls, and it's going to be interesting to see the clashes of styles.
Buchanan's going to drive in the lane. He won't get it, but a foul.
Buchanan can get to the line and shoot 2 free throws. Buchanan, really solid free throw shooter, so hopefully that point, he'll sink both of them. Point will get a nice 6-2 lead.
Looking at Jake Buchanan, he's been shooting about 42.6% from the field, 37.5% from beyond the arc, and about a 78% free throw shooter. As his first one, just rattles in. I thought he left that one a little short.
I thought he did too, but he had a nice touch on it, so it was able just to rattle in.
Jacob Butler, the 6'4" freshman out of Minneapolis, checking in for the Falcons. Second free throw for Buchanan is short.
Yeah, he left that one short by just a little bit.
Here comes the Falcons. I said Butler in, guarded by Genrich. Warden has his work cut out for him as Payne is down low. Handoff here, Parker gonna drive on Buchanan, trying to post up Jake. Double team comes, picks up his dribble, now elevates. Ooh, way too strong, and that ball is going to fly out of bounds.
He think he got a little bit of a push off on him, but the ref did not see it. It's just going to be out of bounds on River Falls. Port's going to get another opportunity to extend the lead now.
I think Marshall Holland was calling for a foul there, but nothing doing. They're letting him play here early. Jake's going to drive in the lane, utilizes that shot fake, now gets it out to Genrich. From crossover moves, Ryan going to spin in the lane, elevate up, no good, and that's going to go off of the fingertips of Butler and stay Stevens Point basketball. He got everything. He got the drive. He got the spin into the lane. Just couldn't get the finish, but Stevens Point gets a second chance here as the ball went off the fingertips of the Falcons.
That was a really smooth move there, and he actually got a really nice look off. Just kept it a little short.
Jake Buchanan now with it. He's guarded by Holland. Poke there. Nice poke there by Logan Junwani. And that ball goes off of the knee of Payne and quickly up the court. I don't know if he just wasn't covered there by a pointer, but just streaking right down the middle of the court was Holland, and he gets maybe the easiest basket he's ever going to have in his entire life.
That's right. I think what I thought there is he blocked Buchanan's shot, and he knew he blocked it, so he went down, and he was able just to get in the open right away. So he was able to get a real nice shot off.
Falcons now with a chance to take the lead. Pointers lead at 5-4 here, but have kind of slowed down offensively. Little screen and roll action there. They do get it down low. Nice poke there by Warden.
A really great defense. They're able just to poke it out of there, get a nice turnover.
Here comes Makinen. Defense there tight on Makinen by Butler. Tim now in the corner. Brennan is going to, I think they're going to hit an offensive foul, illegal screen there on Luke Warden. That's going to go to a timeout here with 15-12 to go here in this first half. What have you seen so far out of Stevens Point? No three-point shots by either side here, but overall, Stevens Point offensively can do a little better, but they're not playing bad by any means.
No, I don't think so. It's just been a slow start offensively for both teams, and sometimes the start of the game will just be like that. So you really just got to grind it defensively, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing from the Stevens Point defense right now. They've been able to guard Payne really well, and it hasn't been double-team defense either. The defenders have just been able to either poke it away or just get really up there and close with Payne and cause them just to take a bit more of a contested shot than usual. And, of course, with Payne, a couple of those shots have just been in and out, so it could be something in the future where he's just like, okay, now the shots are going to start going in. But I feel like with Payne, you know, being only a 67% free throw shooter, possibly in like when things get a bit closer down to the line, you may be able to start using a bit of a hack and shack technique against him, force him to get on the line. Now, of course, that's really far thinking ahead. It's still, well, a lot of game left to play, and both teams really got to start getting a bit more into the groove offensively. And I feel like we're going to start seeing that soon. But I'm liking what I'm seeing from the point defense.
And they're playing, yeah, like you said, they're playing Payne really well. Luke Warden did his job. Now, obviously, Warden just got hit with that illegal screen. But he had a nice poke there away from Payne. As I don't really think Roderick even knew that Luke Warden was down there. So good defense by Stevens Point on the big guy. And we'll see if they can sustain that throughout the game, because really that's the key for this River Falls team is they beat you by just pummeling you down low in the post. And if Stevens Point can take that away, you really got to like their chances at coming away with a victory here. Really checked into the game here. Number 25, Nick DeLuca, Jake Likeford, the 6'8" freshman out of Minnesota. That shot is no good, and here comes Stevens Point.
Yeah, there's that 33% three-point shooting coming into play. He just was not close on that at all.
Here comes Miles Coleman, newly checked into the game, as did Dylan Reuter. Excuse me, that's number 14, Landon Van Kelster. Elevating for three is Ryan Genrich, nothing doing, and a rebound there by Van Kelster, and he goes up and in.
That was just a really nice board there, really elevated above both the River Falls rebounders, able just to get a really nice shot off as well for an easy bucket.
Now here comes Parker with the ball. Get it over to Butler. Butler looking, now he's gonna get it down low to the post. Here comes Falcons. Nice move down low, but picking up his dribble now has to kick it out to Butler. That was Jack Likefur. Here comes a drive by, ooh, there's a nice step back there by Butler, and he banks it in.
And maybe sometimes the bank is all you need to get open to start raining down the offense, and maybe that's it for River Falls. Really nice step back there.
Well, the bank is open here, and Stevens Point at 7-14 here. I didn't know that was a thing, but, you know. I don't know. Did you hear him call it or anything?
I don't think I did, but that could be from where we're at.
That is true. We are a little bit up here. Here's a three here. Tried to answer. Does make it in.
I think the offense is going to start pouring in now from that bank three. That's a great shot there, and it's got a nice answer.
10-7 now. Stevens Point on top. Likefur with it. Hands it off. Back up top. Holland has it. Parker did have it. Now they're looking to get it down low to Likefur. He's got the height advantage on Gilly, but Josiah really just fights down low. It's like we said in the pregame, a little bit of that Russell Westbrook type. Butler now Likefur. 5 seconds on the shot clock, driving in the lane, elevating up, kind of a Kareem kind of style sky hook, but it did not go for Mateo Renta. I don't think that was really a
sky hook. It looked a little low, but just great defense there, able to get a really tough shot off.
Mateo Renta on the missed shot for the Falcons. Genrich now has it, making it hit that last shot for Stevens Point. Kicks it up top to Genrich. Genrich now going to stop, elevate, free throw line. Jumper is way short, air ball. That's going to be River Falls basketball.
That's just a miss right there out of anything. I don't got much else to say about that.
A little bit of a little air ball, a little bit out of it, but.
Hey, it just means next time he's going to find the right amount of strength just to get it in.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely, you're absolutely right. 12:37 to 35, excuse me, to go here in this first half. Stevens Point on top of River Falls by 3. Ooh, Payne is wide open, and they get it to him, and he goes up and in. Count the basket and a foul.
Yeah, I think they tried to double team the person who had the ball and left Payne wide open, and he was able to draw a foul.
I was going to say probably he could have gone straight up with that and tried to throw that one down, but doesn't need to, and just lays it in, and it's a 1-point game here and a chance to tie. Like you said, not a very good free throw shooter, just about 65%. First one, or excuse me, answer. That didn't look like a 65% free throw shooter as he just strokes that right through the net, and here comes Miles Coleman with a 10-10 game here. Curling around the defense is Buchanan. Now trying to get open. Miles Coleman going to take it into the lane. His shot is up short, too long, no good, and a rebound by Butler. And here comes the Falcons. On the push, Snore 15, Will Benskoy. Now he's going to try to go all the way and trying to throw it down was Payne, but nothing doing. Over to Moots in the corner, wide open three, straight away, straight in.
It just started, Coleman, when he got the ball, started racing down the court, knowing that he had an opportunity for a shot.
Answer by Butler is looked short actually a little bit, bounced up off the rim, rebound by Gilly.
Yeah, it was a bit short there, but I really like the aggressiveness from Coleman on that last possession. He just went down, saw Moots was wide open, took a three.
This is a contested three, oh my goodness.
That's the power of Jake Buchanan right there. Able just to take a one-on-one, take a bit of a deep shot and just drill it.
The defender just kind of fell asleep a little bit, and Jake's like, all right, I can take the 2 inches of space you're giving me and just put it at the bottom of the net here. Now, where does River Falls go here on this possession offensively? They want to try to establish a presence down low, trying to answer up top with a 3 of their own, and they do.
Yeah, it seems like the offense is starting to come alive for both teams right now. They're both starting to shoot a lot better from outside the perimeter, so we're going to see how much that affects both teams now.
Jawabni with the 3-point answer here. It's a 3-point game, 16-13. Driving down low is Gilly. He'll go up strong, no good, but a foul. Man, the Payne has a really imposing presence down low in the post, and Gilly is not afraid to go right at him.
And honestly, sometimes that's all you just need is just a confident presence, just that confidence to say, I'm better than you. I'm going to go down there and contest you every single time. And it's been working out really well for him currently.
Looking at Josiah Gilly, he averaging about 7 points per game. Free throw percentage, about 65%, so not a strong suit. And you see on that first one as he leaves it way short. No good.
He was short by a couple of feet, but it's A-okay because now it's just good drill. I'm calling it right now. Here we go.
Get the second one. Try to go 1 for 2.
Exactly.
Here. Second free throw for Josiah up and coming. Sets his feet and eyes the rim. Puts it up and pure.
That was textbook right there.
Beautiful shot there by Josiah Gilly. Gets 1 of 2 from the line. Stevens Point now with a 4-point lead. It's 17-13. Up top, newly checked into the game here is Mason Anderson. Now they're going to get it down low. Nice hands there by Moots.
Moots just left the pass just a little short, and Moots was able just to bat it out like a volleyball style.
Cannon starting to warm up. Oh, nice. Hezzy down low on the baseline. They now get it to Warden, guarded by Payne. Again, just another kick out. And, yeah, that was going to be a moving screen all day. You and I saw it. He didn't set his feet. But, man, yeah, those were, again, Stevens Point just, they're not even looking for a shot down low in the post. Well, not, especially not when Warden, to his credit, more of a defensive player, and Gilly is more of the offensive attack there. But whenever Warden is on the floor, as well as with Vandervelde, they just really don't even look for a shot down low in the post. And I wonder if that's just they're playing to the strength of their defense and offense. But, oh, nice play there just to keep it in play and crashing down low out of it. So Stevens Point steals it, but a nice hustle back by Will Van Scoy as he poked that away. It still stays Stevens Point basketball, but good hustle there defense on the defense.
That was really good hustle. I like that he just went. He almost was able to save it, but he's just half a second too late.
But yeah, Stevens Point again. They don't have a low post presence because it seems like most of the time, every time they get a touch, is they kick it in the corner to Moots as he made sure his feet were behind the arc. Now they get it to Gilly in the lane. That one's too strong. Rebounded by Payne.
I feel like with the Payne, this might be an issue if they start to read it, but if you start to change your offense based off who's going to be in, then the defense can start reading that, and that can be a big issue coming up.
I'm going to try to get it down low to Payne. Good defense there by Moots and poking it away. Oh, they're going to hit Gilly with a foul there. That's really close.
It was very close. I can see both sides to that argument there of why you called it and why you wouldn't call it, but I really like that defense. Bro, I think that was Moots down there. He was just jumping around, just trying to make it so that they couldn't get it down low to Payne because they know that's their offensive machine right there.
And Kelser in the game here for Stevens Point, replacing Josiah Gilly. Moots, Tim making in Buchanan, and Van Kalster on the court for Stevens Point. 9:40 to go here in this first half, trying to get it down low to Roderick Payne. Nice interception there by Van Kalster. They have just been frustrating Roderick Payne down low because he really hasn't even had a chance to touch the basketball.
I mean, it's what they need to do. Like, as I said, Payne is the heart of this River Falls offense. If they're able to stop him, they're going to have a rough night.
Making in for 3. That is way short. Rebounded here by Parker. And here come the Falcons trying to cut into this 4-point lead. Both sides kind of slowing down here on offense. Need a bucket for both teams. Anderson now going to drive on Moots. Post him up, pick up his dribble, now skip pass, get it down low to Holland. Stuck down low in the corner. Here's Payne now with it to Parker. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Up top, Anderson going to shoot for 3 straight away. Back iron, too strong. Looked like Moots even fell down. Gave him an open shot, but he still couldn't hit it, too strong. Buchanan hands it off to Makinen. Van Kalster now going to eye a 3. That's up and too strong. Oh, no, it dances in.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait, hang on. It might have hit the top of the shot clock.
Are they going to say if it did hit the shot clock,
that's what the River Falls player, that's what every River Falls player is saying right now. However, they're going to give it to him.
They're going to count it, I think. Yeah, no, Liker checks in for Payne. They're going to count it still, I believe.
Now, to the people watching on SPTV, that could be up to you, but that's really close there. And the refs just stuck to their guns, and they were like, he made the 3.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where when it's Division III basketball, nice drive there by Parker, just couldn't. Oh yeah, there you got a foul. Yep. But if you're Stevens Point, or excuse me, if you're Division III athletics, you don't have that luxury of instant replay that you get when, let's say, you're watching Big Ten Network or whatever. So the refs just decide to go with their gut, and they didn't decide to change it based on peer pressure from opponent's team's bench, so you got to appreciate that. But also, they're kind of letting him play here tonight. His first free throw by Parker is up and good.
Yeah, they are. They really are just letting him play right now, and it's been fun to see.
Also returning for the Pointers, number 12.
Yeah, Parker as well. Not that great of a free throw shooter. He's only 64% from the line.
Miles Coleman comes in. This is not a very good free throw shooting team in River Falls. So if it comes down to it in a late game situation, the second free throw is also good, where maybe Stevens Point has to foul to stay in the game or whatever should that happen.
They got a couple
They got
options.
a chance there to get back into it because this isn't a knockdown free throw shooting team. Making it now with it. Guarded by Holland. Now they're going to get it down low to Van Kalster. Does the Michael Jordan fake the spin down low in the post, but he has to. Good defense there by Parker to close that out. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Makinen's got to make something go, and he's going to shoot it straight away for three. That's short, no good. Rebounded by Likert.
Yeah, Makinen's just been kind of short with it all game currently, and it's something that it's going to have to correct quickly if they want to start trying to produce that offense.
Holland, Anderson now with it. Skip pass into the corner. Ooh, no push off. Three-pointer up is good.
Yeah, just able to create that degree of separation there to get a really nice shot off. It was able to knock it down.
Logan Jedwamny with the three. It's his second of the first half. Both teams starting to heat up a little bit from beyond the arc. Stevens Point slowing down, but here's a shot by Van Kalster as he makes this another three right there. Puts one in, as I was saying. Both sides starting to heat up from beyond the arc.
Yeah, Van Kalster's 2 for 2 from three currently. He's that three-point making player.
And stepping out of, or traveling, looked like he took one too many steps there.
Yeah, I think he definitely took one extra step when he was trying just to get the pass off. And I think if it wouldn't have been a travel, it might have been just out of bounds there.
Yeah, I think you're right. Was very close there to stepping out of bounds. But regardless, 7 minutes to go here in this first half. Stevens Point on top by 5. All things considered, a pretty low-scoring first half to still be here with only 23-18 with 7 to go. But defensively, it's been a good game for both sides. Now, River Falls is going to have to change things around here offensively. Like we said, this is not a team that stays in their games shooting the three-point ball. They are a drive into the lane, post-up team. And so far, Stevens Point has really held their own down low in the post against their dominant player in Roderick Payne.
Stevens Point's just been doing what they've needed to do all game, and that's the reason why they're up by 5. Like I said earlier, all they needed to do was really contest down in the paint, and they would have had a really good shot of winning this game, and that's what they've been doing. Their interior defense has been extremely strong, just poking the ball away, getting turnovers, just getting it out of Payne's hands. He only has a few points currently, like 3 or 4 maybe, and it's been really fun to see Point just having that, like I said, having that paint presence. That's the big thing with this Point team that they have been missing, is that paint presence. Now on offense, that's a different story. They've been doing really well from beyond the arc, or they've been doing pretty good from beyond the arc currently. They've had a couple really nice moves down low, but it's been that three-point shot that's been the big point for this team, and it's just been going really well.
I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, Stevens Point gets a really dominant low post player in the next couple of years. Watch out for this team because they're only 2 games under 500, and they're still a really good basketball team. Here's making it in the corner, shooting a 3. That one's too strong. No good. Offensive rebound there by Tim. But watch out for this Pointers team in the future. As obviously the postseason ban ending this year, but in the coming years, this could be a team to be reckoned with as a three-point shot is up by A.J. Makinen.
Makinen found the stroke. He was short past couple threes, long that one, but was able to, after that second chance rebound there, he's able to find that stroke.
Here comes River Falls on the other end. Checked in is Elijah Smith, 6'5" freshman. Smith now has it in the corner. Good defense there. Pick up his dribble. Really surprising. You pick up your dribble in the corner. Payne is calling for it down low. He definitely has the physicality advantage over Belcaster. Now up top, it goes to Smith. And a shot clock violation.
The defense for Stevens Point has been suffocating. They've been aggressive all game, and it's what they've needed to do.
Just having really no idea that they were that low in the shot clock, or excuse me, the play clock. Play clock, shot clock, same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Inbound here comes Stevens Point. and Buchanan. But Stevens Point now a chance to make this a double-digit game here if they get a bucket. Buchanan now on to Genrich on the move, and he turns it over.
Yeah, I think he thought that there was going to be a point player down there, but it's nothing but Falcons.
Big opportunity here for River Falls to steal a bucket away from Stevens Point. Parker now with it, drives on Genrich baseline. He'll get fouled.
I thought it definitely from up here looked like it was a bit more of a trip, but I think he might have had some contact down there, and it's going to be a foul. Now, Point, that's either foul number 6 or 7, so River Falls is going to be in a bonus soon. So with 5 minutes, it's
They're
foul
going to
number
be in the
7.
bonus now, right now.
So this is important to see because, like we said earlier, River Falls is not a great free throw shooting team. So maybe you can start, if you foul, maybe you can like strategically place where it is, but at the same time, that still is free. That's free points up there for the board for River Falls.
Parker's first free throw in a 1-and-1 is good. Like you said, about a 65% free throw shooter.
He's been 3 for 3, Carly. He's knocking down free throws.
So he's 100%
well,
on the game. Here's
the
look at the
yes.
announcer jinx, and there it
is. That's what I was hoping. That's what I was hoping for. It worked
that
out.
was your mischievous plan from the beginning. Is you were like, let's just build him up, give him that confidence. No, let's just crush his hopes and dreams.
Exactly.
Brennan Tim going to drive on Payne. Ooh, that was very fortunate and good hands there by Moots to hold on to it. He's now going to drive in the lane, tough, try to reverse it, no good. Second offensive board here by Tim. Now it's up to Buchanan at the top. Jake guarded by Smith. Jake's going to drive, and he'll get fouled before the shot. Probably a smart play there as Buchanan had his defender beat. Why not just foul him? And not into the free throw situation yet, so just kind of stops the play. So probably a smart play defensively there by Elijah Smith.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good point there. River Falls only has 3 fouls. They've been playing relatively clean in the eyes of the refs, so they can use those couple of fouls just to, get them into an inbound situation.
And Kelster to Tim to Buchanan over to Moots. Not a lot of size here on this Stevens Point team right now. That's something that River Falls will look to try to capitalize on the other end offensively. 3-point shot up, no good. Skying for the rebound. Yeah, that was a foul.
Yeah, that's a foul every day. He just got up in his face, and it looked like he hit him a couple times there.
Payne is going to head to the free throw line here. And this is a real chance. If River Falls can convert on some of these free throws here later down the stretch, and not a lot of time comes out. Obviously no time comes out the clock shooting free throws, but they could really claw right back into this one and not have any time come off the clock. First free throw coming here for Payne. Is up and too strong, no good. Rebounded there by Brendan Tim.
Like I said, it's one of Payne's real weaknesses of his game is his free throw shooting. So that could be something that Point can use in the second half.
Here comes Buchanan now with it. Jake, step back move on Butler, and that is short. Ooh.
That looked good from our point of view.
It did. It was just short. Here comes number 15 for the Falcons, Will Van Scoy. Now they get it down low to Payne. He will look like he traveled.
It kind of looked like he traveled, but they're going to call a foul on the ground. And Payne, it's important to mention, though, Payne missed another shot down low. That's his 3rd one he's missed. Obviously it's not going to count, but it's important to notice for maybe he's a bit off tonight from down low.
Maybe he's a little off, and got to credit that Stevens Point defense here. And Roderick Payne, last trip at the free throw line, not successful. On the 1-and-1, he missed the front end. Second time he's there, he just nails that one.
It seems like he's an all or nothing type of free throw shooter. He either drills it like nothing but net, looks perfect, or he's a little short on it.
Dylan Reuter checking in the game here for Van Calster. Lakefer coming in after this free throw for Payne. Second one is up and just dances in. Keeps this to be a 5-point game here.
Yeah, very nice bounce there from Payne to convert both free throws. And Point really needs to score here. It's a very pivotal time in this first half. You're only up by 5. That's 2 possessions right there.
Jake Buchanan, a little double team on him. And why not? Here's Brennan Tim down low in the post, guarded there by Smith. Here's Brennan Tim down low in the post. He gets double teamed. He'll still go up strong and hits it to go.
Yeah, just great presence down low from like I said, great presence. It's what they need for a more well-balanced offense, and they are able to do it. So very nicely done by Point.
Elevated 3 defense right in his face, but he hits it. My goodness.
That's an insanely tough shot to hit, and he just pulls it up and just with all the confidence in the world is able to knock it down.
Jabwabny just puts that one right in the bottom of the net. Close to a 28-footer and a defensive player right to his face. Buchanan. That was a poke all the way. Vanskoy hit with that one as Buchanan was driving the lane. But this is a 4-point game here.
Wait, hang on there.
I think.
Okay, they're saying no. They're arguing something right now, and I wonder if it's something that 15 said to him. Oh wait, there's a tee. Oh, they teed up Buchanan.
Oh. So Jake Buchanan picks up the technical foul. I missed that completely.
No, so I watched that entire thing happen as he number 2 with the first technical free throw.
Jabwabny hits the first one. Yep.
But as I was saying, it seems like I don't know if 15 said anything to Buchanan, but obviously something happened to where Buchanan got upset after the foul from River Falls. The foul on number 15 for River Falls, that is Will Vanskoy. It still is in effect. However, they got 2 free throws and now Point has possession again. So I wonder what
one possession game here in this one where it feels like Stevens Point has really dominated this one. Is almost a turnover. Now Moots has it. He's going to drive in the lane and get absolutely denied by Elijah Smith. And here come the Falcons on the push. Jabwabny will go all the way and score, and we have ourselves a tie ball game.
Jabwabny has just been a presence. It has been the offensive presence for the River Falls right now, where Payne has just not been that really impactful. Jabwabny has been there for them, and it's showing because we're tied.
And that last technical foul, circle that instance there, because that gave River Falls 2 free throws. So it's really a 4-point swing there. Down low is Tim. He's guarded there by Vanskoy. Tim going to go up strong, no good, but a foul. But circle that play, partner, because that gave River Falls 2 free throws, 2 makes, and a bucket, 4 points. Tie game here, and not to mention, cooler heads always prevail, and regardless if 15 started it or not, just got to keep a cooler head there, does Buchanan, because these are important scores here and important halves, and if Buchanan gets another one, he's gone. So important play all around.
Yeah, another thing I mentioned, that technical foul, that's number 10 for Point. So very just important to mention with 2:30 left to go in this first half as Tim drills both of them. So they're back up to 2. It's a really important possession right now for Point in terms of defensively.
So 10, like you said, 10 fouls. So River Falls will be in the double bonus the rest of the 2 minutes that they have here. That shot is going to go up by Parker, and it's going to go off of his fingertips.
I think there's part of me that thought he got away with the travel there. I thought he picked up his pivot foot. However, it doesn't seem like the ref called it, and it was able just to come up short on the shot, and it was last touched by a River Falls player. So it's going to be a Point defender. They did what they need to do. They stopped River Falls, and now they can have a chance to go back up by 4.
What is Genrich going to do here with just about 2 minutes to go here in the first half? A foul going to be called as just getting absolutely leveled there was Dylan Reuter.
Yeah, it's going to be called on number 32, Mason Anderson. That's number 6 for River Falls. So they're really getting really close to bonus territory for Stevens Point with 2 minutes left to go in this first half.
You don't often see a 6'11" guy just get absolutely planted on his rear end there. Moots, or making it, excuse me, now kicks it to Moots. Moots in the lane behind the back pass. Dribble, excuse me, puts it up and in for 2. That was a pretty play there by Zach Moots.
Smooth shot, just able to get a nice behind the back. There's no one in front of him, so it was a really easy shot for Moots.
Here comes Parker with it to Holland in the corner. Trying to get it down low to Lightfoot. Now they get it over to Parker in the corner. You probably got to like his last name, partner, but not the team.
It's a very common last name here, so it doesn't really surprise me. But it's pretty cool to see.
Jabwabny has been the hot hand here for the Falcons. As a turnover here as AJ Makinen steals it. Here comes Zach Moots all the way, and he'll slow it down and get it to making it open for three at the top. Straight away is too strong, no good. Offensive rebound by Brennan Tim.
Tim has been really just a great presence down there. It's an and one for
Go
Tim.
all the way in, and the foul.
Just takes it himself after getting the offensive board. Tim has 3 of them now in this first half. He's been the guy to get those second chance opportunities. And most of the time, Point has been able to convert it. As Point, it has been now on a 6-0 run for the past couple of minutes.
Beautiful 6-0 run. After that technical foul on Buchanan. With a minute and 11 seconds to go here in the first half. Tim looking to make this an old-fashioned three-point play at the free throw line. And it's up and good.
He's a surprisingly good free throw shooter. He's been 3 for 3 tonight, and that's been really big for Point. It is now a 7-0 run with a 7-point lead for Point with it just about a minute left in the first half.
Get it down low to Payne. Try to go to work, and he gets fouled down low on the post. Nice shot fake there by Roderick Payne as he gets his defender in the air.
He really got some height there, actually. He jumped up pretty high.
2 free throws here coming for Roderick Payne with a minute to go in the first half. 35-28 is the score. Stevens Point on top. Possession arrow favors them. Should have come down to it in the last stretch here in this one. First free throw for Payne is up, and oh my goodness, very short.
Oh, almost an air ball there. It was very close.
Last time he had that kind of thing happen, he drilled the second one. See what he can do here. Second free throw up is good. 1 minute to go here. Pointers looking to try to take the halftime lead here over the Falcons. Zach Moots with the basketball, hands it off to Coleman. Looks like Point's just going to take their time here.
I would try and get it off in the next 10 seconds-ish.
Moots, nice up and under move. Can't get it to go, and a rebound by Butler. Here come the Falcons. Miles Coleman picking up defender. Jawamni now with it. Got the hot hand. Can he stay hot for 3? No. And that hits at the top of the backboard. No good. Stevens Point is lucky on that one as Butler crashed to the court hard. Now that's lucky for Stevens Point that Jawamni didn't hit that one because he has been hot from 3 all game.
Jawamni has been the person, the offensive person for River Falls. So yeah, really lucky that he wasn't able to make it there. However, Point, 33.5 seconds. They have a full shot clock to work with. If I was them, I would just take as much time as you can off the clock.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right on that one, partner. 35-29 is the score. Stevens Point on top of River Falls, but they're looking to try to add to it here in this last-ish possession.
It's close enough.
Close to the last. That's why I say last-ish.
Yeah.
Now Miles Coleman here. Got to get something going here. 11 seconds. Coleman gets to making it a high pass. Now back to Miles Coleman. Got to get some work to go. He'll drive down the lane all the way. Put it up and in for 2. Great play there by Miles Coleman. Here's the three-quarter court heave at the horn off the backboard and no good. Just about as good of a ending to the first half as Stevens Point could have asked for, and they're going to take an 8-point lead going into halftime.
Coleman was just a really, as you said before, Point is really good at the shot fake. And he was able not to get a shot fake there, but a really nice pass fake. He was able to create a little bit of a lane for him to go in and take a really easy up and under shot.
Well, with that, an 8-point lead at halftime for Stevens Point, 37-29. We are going to take a 15-minute break here during halftime and send it back to the studio and let you listen in to some more music here at 90 FM. So we're going to take a break and be back in about 15 minutes. You're listening to Pointers Basketball right here at WWSP Stevens Point, 90 FM, your only alternative. And a welcome back here to Bennett Court in Quant Fieldhouse. You are listening and watching to Pointers basketball right here on WWSP, Stevens Point 90 FM and SPTV. It is a 37-29 game after 20 minutes, your partner, and we were talking about it in the break. Stevens Point defensively is playing about as good as you could ask them to.
Yeah, I've been really impressed by them defensively this game currently. In the first half, they were just being bullies down in the paint. But that's what they need to do against Payne, because Payne is a bully when he gets down to the paint. It's how he scores most of his points, and he's really good at doing that. So if you just take it right back, bully him right back, he does. It's been working out really well for Point. And another thing I've been noticing that Point has been doing really well is getting those offensive boards. Point has 5 offensive boards, and they've been able to get 8 points off of that. That's the difference of this game right now for Stevens Point, because River Falls has 0 boards, 0 second chance points. You could argue that's been the biggest, difference, the real difference maker for this game.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Usually this is a team that plays very well down low in the post, and offensively it's not really been any different, but defensively, my goodness, have they played such a game against Roderick Payne, who averaging 17 points a game, only has 6 at halftime for River Falls. Stevens Point now leaving the huddle here, and they're going to come back out on to the court here.
Yeah, Stevens Point gets possession because they lost a tip, so they're going to. It's been just a good work. Everything's been going out Stevens Point this game currently.
Remember, since that technical foul, Stevens Point, or since it was 28-28, Stevens Point went on a 9-1 run in the first half. Moots is going to go in the lane and score right in the paint.
They've been bullies down in the paint this game. It's been really impressive to see.
The point guards could post up for this Stevens Point team as well. Over in the corner, Anderson going to get it down low to Payne. Can he go to work? Now he'll kick it up top. Anderson thought about the 3. Now they're going to reset the offense. Get it down low to Payne. Let him go to work. Here comes the double team. Now he's going to elevate in the lane. Up and good.
There's nothing much you can do about that.
If you give him that much time to warm up and give him that open of a lane, he's going to hit it. And that was about as easy of a bucket as he's seen all day. He's now up to 8 points.
Yeah, the size, he can really get up there, and he just jumped over all of the Stevens Point defenders.
Josiah Gilly now with it baseline. Oh, he got away with the travel. He's going to try to muscle his way under on Payne and score.
And just like you said, he definitely did get away with the travel there, but he was able to get a really tough basket, actually. Tried to go over, get a reverse, but instead went back around and went underneath the basket and was able to get a really nice score.
Both teams open up with post scores, and that's a 3-pointer as the net gets caught. But regardless, River Falls with the 3-pointer. I believe that was Parker with the hit. They came out of the halftime break just shooting lights out in shoot-around, and they hit their first 2 possessions here. Stevens Point did score as well, but River Falls starting to come out here a little hot. Now they get it down low to Gilly. He's an open man. Fakes the spin, now gets it back up top to Buchanan. Step into the lane, that shot is up short, no good. Rebounded there by Anderson.
Yeah, if they were able to get the ball a little bit earlier to Gilly, I think that would have been a really easy shot for a nice bucket, but it was just a little bit too soon, and Payne was able to get back on him really quickly.
Jawabny has been a big man down to shoot the 3-point ball. They got the height advantage. Now they're going to go straight away. Parker, can he go 2 for 2? No, he can't, and the rebound to Buchanan.
The ball gets tipped away from Buchanan.
Here comes River Falls and the lay-in.
That's just unfortunate there. I was just going to say something that I'm surprised Payne didn't try and go up against Moots there, but hey, able to get a turnover there from Buchanan.
2 points, not the conventional way, but it is a 5-point game. Get it down low to Gilly. Going to try to go to work on Payne. Now he's going to kick it out. Josiah's going to set a screen. Got the open man. Instead, he's going to get it over to Moots. Deep 3 straight away is good.
Point has just been really good as a 3-point shooting team all season. It's their strong suit. And if they've been able to just to mix both types of offensive really well, and that's why they're up by 8 right now.
Roderick Payne calling for it down low. And got to think River Falls has got to give it to the big man. Poked away there, Jawabny, and now keeping it and just firing it back into play. Great defensive play there by Parker.
able just to fire it just with a lot of force down there, and it gets poked away again. They only get to put it over, but that's a foul on Payne right there. A lot of chaos has happened, but Point was able to get a foul on Payne and get the ball back. We're still up 8.
That hot potato sequence, you know, this was the NBA. That could have been on Shaq and Kufahl.
True.
With the way that ball was just, nobody could get a hold on it.
Hey, well, you know, we I know it might be D3, but we're recording this. It still can be on the internet.
That is
you never
true.
Know. Oh, and there's a turnover there from Tim, and River Falls has it again. Just a lot of turnovers currently, a lot of sloppy play. As Parker's on the wing right now, gonna try to take it up top, but isn't able to find anybody.
Absolutely, and good defense there down low, but Payne has yet to get to work. Jabomny, the hot man from beyond the arc, and a foul there by Stevens Point.
Had really nice, just like moving, able to cover everyone when needed to, but is able. But I think what's that, number 10? I think that was Marshall Holland. Was able to just draw enough contact there to warrant a foul. And it's gonna do another. It's gonna warrant now an inbound play. So trying to calm things down. Oh, and 32 is wide open on the Mason Anderson.
He still is wide open. He'll take that 3. A late closeout, no good. Rebounded one hand there by Jake Buchanan.
I feel like this thing with River Falls right now is they've just been having a lot of missed opportunities.
Here's Tim. That pass looked like it was maybe intended for Moots. They're going to get it to Zach. He's going to shot fake. Now get it over to Buchanan up top, guarded by Parker. Jake's going to drive in the lane. Had an opening for a second. Now gets the ball stolen away.
Just got sandwiched by 2 Falcons there. It wasn't much he's able to do without some trickery and just some magician.
8-point game here. Stevens Point 44-36 on top of River Falls. But the Falcons playing a little bit more stingy defense here. Jawabny not with it. He's just going to elevate a deep 3 straight away. Oh my goodness.
Jawabny's just been the hot man for River Falls right now. He's made 3 3-pointers, and he's the reason why River Falls is still in this game, only down 5.
6-point game. Buchanan looking to answer. That ball gets tipped right away, and it still finds the hands of Josiah Gilly. So Stevens Point lucks out on that one. Moots guarded by Anderson. He's given a little bit of space now to make it in. He's guarded by Jabomny. Now over to Tim. Brennan looked like maybe he got away with the travel. 3 seconds left. Buchanan's going to go all the way and score.
Buchanan, he's just had a full head of steam, went down in the paint, able to find a nice opening.
Parker's going to go all the way and score as the lane opened, and he puts it up and in for 2 as we were just going back and forth at scoring here, partner.
Very true, and just right now, what Parker was able to do, he saw that the Point defense wasn't quite set, found a hole, was able to draw contact for a really easy and 1.
46-41, a chance to make this 46-42 should he make the free throw. Regardless, 15-13 to go here in the second half. Both offenses starting to warm up here. And really, it's been from beyond the arc where both of these teams have really done their damage here so far.
As I said earlier, it's really just been all of Jedwabwe. Sorry if I keep butchering that name, and I feel really
It's
bad.
a hard, no, you're absolutely. Yeah. And for all those people up here, I mean, we get these pronunciation sheets. There's 3 or 4 little words wasted, so it's not an easy name to pronounce. So go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that. So it's all about Logan Jedwabny, and his thing about him, he is currently 4 for 6 currently from the 3-point arc. He has been the reason why River Falls is in this game currently. Payne hasn't really done much. If anything, he kind of has been a little bit of a liability right now. They've been really trying to get him going offensively, but Point has just been on him. So Jedwabny has been really just been able to say, okay, you're not able, I will be the person, I will have to carry this. However, he's just been doing really well from beyond the arc.
I will be him.
Exactly.
Is what they say. As what the kids these days say. Anyway, I mean, certainly has been him so far for the Falcons. It's just been lethal from beyond the arc. These aren't cheeky 3-pointers either. He's got a contested defender in his face looking to try to complete the 3-point play. Is Parker, his free throw up is short, no good.
That's another reason why River Falls is, as I said, Jedwabny has been the reason why they're still in by 5. The reason why they're losing by 5 is free throws.
They are not a good free throw shooting team. Van Calster fakes the pass, now gets it over to Genrich. Down low to Gilly. He's drawn the matchup with Payne here tonight. Good defense here by Duran. Oh, man. Excuse me, not Duran Payne, the NFL player. By Roderick Payne. But Stevens Point gets the ball back. Open man is Moots. 3-point shot up is too long, no good. And a rebound coming down to Anderson.
Moots just had a wide open shot. Just was a little bit strong.
Looking to get it down low to Roderick Payne. Got to get the name right now. They do get it down, and a foul called on Stevens Point.
Oh, interesting call there. I don't know if I exactly agree with that. However, they're going to call it, and it's going to be another foul on Stevens Point. They've had a lot of fouls right now. That's number 3 for Gilly.
And now Luke Warden coming in. This is significant for Stevens Point because now Luke's a good defender. Can't do much offensively.
Oh, there's
when
great
it comes
hands.
to stretching the floor from three-point line, quite like Payne does, but good defense here, denying the down low pass. Now they do get it to him and going up strong, no good, but a foul.
Another foul for Stevens Point. Number 4 already in the half. They're close to getting, River Falls is close to being in bonus.
Payne gonna go to the free throw line, an area where he just doesn't like to hit the first one, but he likes to just absolutely nail the second one, which is interesting. Kind of called, what is that, the Ashton Parker special, hitting the first one, missing the first one, and hitting the second one?
What do you mean by that? I feel like that was a little out of pocket, but the first one,
wow, there's a change in things, makes the first one.
All right, now that you said that, he's just going to miss the second one.
I know, yeah.
He's currently 4 for 8 from the first half, 5 for 9 now, so hey, it'll be perfectly even if he does miss it.
Second free throw up is good. Oh, it just dances in. Iron is kind, and it's a one-possession game here.
Yeah, currently he's been shooting about what his percentage says, about 60%. So it's not really anything to be really shocked of. Yeah. Exactly. However, he's been to the line 10 times already, so it's going to be very important for the future.
Now that was probably more of the Ashton Parker special, making 2 for 2.
No, that's exactly it.
Exactly, yeah, he says. Denrich now with it, gets it over to Macon, and up top to Van Calster. He's going to drive the lane. Had an opening, and good defense there by Holland. Hitting the deck hard with Anderson. He's kind of wincing there a little bit. Keep an eye on that. Kind of grabbing his rear end.
It seems like he fell really hard on the floor there after making a really nice defensive play. So we'll see if he's okay.
The hot hand from beyond the arc. Here's in the corner Holland with it. Now they get it to Jamwani. Beyond the arc. Now he's going to drive in the lane. Step back jumper. Going to kick it out to his teammate. Holland, the skip pass over in the corner. Three-pointer up is good.
I have a feeling they got away with a couple. Again, it could be me. I feel like they got away with a couple of travels there. I feel like there was just a couple of instances where they took like a one step too many and just weren't called. But there's a timeout here from Stevens Point as it's 46 currently.
Van Scoy with the three-pointer makes this a 46 point game with 13:22 to go here in the second half. Man, this has been a back and forth affair here. Really classic WIAC game, and ultimately this game could go a long ways in deciding overall positioning when it comes to WIAC Conference Tournament. Now, the best Stevens Point can do if they win out, which is 3 games, which would be against obviously River Falls, Eau Claire, and Oshkosh, they would finish at 6 and 8 overall in the WIAC, which could theoretically be 5th place, and which would still be a road game, but still having that high seeding thing means you're playing kind of closer to your competition, whereas if you're down lower, it means you're going to have to play that Oshkosh kind of team right out the gate. But worst they can finish is second to last. Best they can finish is 5th. Now, for River Falls, the best they can finish is 4th place, which could be a home game should they win out their final 3 games. Now, it's going to be hard for the Falcons, but it could happen. They still are in a good spot here. Setting his feet for 3 is Macon in.
Making a really big shot there. Be able to hopefully ignite this point offense a little bit after that timeout.
Kind of an awkward stance at the 3. Kind of put 2 words together, shot and stance together, but kind of an awkward stance he has at the 3-pointer because he kind of leans into it a little bit. But still goes down, and an answer there by Van Scoy. Now Van Calster, he'll take one dribble, elevate up, no good, and a foul. I think they're going to hit Warden.
Yeah, they're going to hit Warden with a loose ball foul, it looks like, and it's going to be going the other way. And I think Warren has, it's number 3 already, and points at 5 fouls and a half. If any of our loyal listeners or viewers will remember the women's basketball game against Whitewater, one of the big reasons why the Lady Pointers lost was because of fouls and free throws. They racked up the fouls quickly. So maybe this could be another one of those cases today.
Lob down low to Payne. Good recovery defensively and stepping out of bounds.
They're just, again, great defense on Payne there. They've been limiting his effectiveness on the court.
Turnover, Falcons gives the ball right back to Stevens Point with a 1-point lead here. Reminder, not only is men's basketball team in action today, Stevens Point men's hockey team looking to potentially win the WIAC regular season for the 4th time in 5 years. If they can get a season sweep or a weekend sweep here, would be a season sweep of UW Superior, but easier said than done, as the Yellow Jackets are playing some of the best hockey they have played all year. It should be a really interesting game, as that shot is just taken elevated, and fighting for the rebound there was Genrich and Parker, but the Falcons looking to take the lead, and a kickball. Oh, that hurts Stevens Point, as there was a turnover. Van Kelster had it, but instead they called it a kickball.
It was really close. I would say Van Kelster had that ball, but it just slightly touches his foot. I think he stepped on it a little bit, and that's what warrants the kickball foul right there. 1-point
game, 49-48 here. Again, you are listening to Pointers basketball right here on WWSP Stevens Point 90 FM, your only alternative, and watching it live right here on SPTV's YouTube channel. Then Skoy with it. Parker now gets it up top to Butler. They're trying to get it down low. Now a three-pointer up by Holland is too long, no good. Rebounded by Genrich. Not a good offensive look there for the Falcons.
Yeah, just it got really contested, and here comes a nice drive.
Oh, man, they could have got a charge instead. They're going to say a block.
Oh, he drills it, too. But that's unfortunate. But they call a block foul there on River Falls. Again, maybe a little bit of a good foul there from River Falls, as that's their second of the half currently. They've been playing really clean.
Trying to draw the foul to Mateo Renta coming in for Will Van Skoy. 11:29 to go here in this second half, final half of regulation. Inbounds pass coming from Miles Coleman to Brennan Tim. Hands it off to A.J. Makinen. It's the screen, now he'll drive on Mateo. Now a no-shot foul on the floor. Renetta, the guilty party. So back-to-back fouls right away here by the Falcons here.
Yeah, another one right there. Point is starting to burn down a little bit of the clock. Is also, yeah, like you said, gaining a lot of fouls currently on River Falls, so it's really important.
Genrich with it, now over to Van Kelster. Fakes the pass, now he'll drive in the lane, picks up his dribble. Now over to Miles Coleman. Miles with it. Kicks it over, three-point shot is up and short, no good. Rebounded here by Butler. Butler hands it off to Parker. Butler over in the corner to Holland. Holland hands it off to Butler at the top. Now down low is Retna. Now back up top to Butler. Over to Parker up top. 8 seconds to go here in this one. Down low, and that's a turnover. Miles Coleman with it now for Stevens Point.
Just a little wide on the pass. Touched nobody except Coleman, who was able to get a really easy turnover.
Stevens Point now with it, up by 1 with 10:30 to go here in the second half. Coleman going to drive in the lane, try to go all the way, no good, but a foul.
And that's another foul for River Falls. That's number 4. In this past couple of minutes of game time, they've racked up 3 fouls. And that's really important, because now that means it's a lot closer, and both teams are a lot closer to bonus now, as Coleman gets 2 free throws here.
Good showing here by Stevens Point fans. Nice for a Wednesday night especially.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
On Bennett court. Coleman's first free throw is good. Nice shot there by Miles. Really doesn't even leave his feet that much.
Doesn't take long either. It's a relatively quick shot.
Second free throw up is good.
Also, it's a pretty linear as well, but is able to just get enough arc and power and drills both of them back to a 3-point game.
A little bit of a heckle unit there for Pointers fans, giving it to the River Falls players. Got to hope for Stevens Point's sake they can get a W, or else they're never going to hear the end of it in a foul called.
Foul called down low. I think that's going to be on Landon Van Calster is number 3 for him. And that's very important, because Van Calster has been doing really well for Point this game. He's been their main reason. He's 2 for 2 from the 3-point line, scored 8 points. A really important player right now. So he's at 3. It's going to be possibly soon
lob pass into Butler. Ooh, there was a chance that one would have gone back
True.
Over the court now. 15 seconds in the shot clock. Butler has it. Now it gets over to Retta. Trying to get it down low. Not good position. Hitting the deck was Holland, but they still get it to him. He tripped over his own feet. They're trying to get down to Likefur, and no shot and a foul on Coleman. My goodness, Stevens Point is bailing out these teams with fouls here.
A lot of contact from Coleman there, and that's foul number 7. River Falls is now in the bonus for the rest of this game.
Now, I don't know this stat 100%, ladies and gentlemen, but anytime you get close to the bonus with almost half of an entire half to play, odds of winning the game, not very good. But Stevens Point has the 3-point lead here. First free throw by Parker is up and good.
Yeah, Parker's just been drilling free throws today. Even though, like, historically in the season, hasn't been doing very good. But he's been doing really well this game.
Second free throw up is short, no good.
Yeah, he went about 50% there. And Parker staying with it, but Coleman able to get away.
Man, I thought maybe if you go into it a little more aggressively, now kick it to Tim. Ooh, that was, making him as a chance for a 3 if Tim didn't grab that ball. Now Coleman has it. Miles gonna dribble, hand it off to Moots. Zach gets it over to Brennan, fakes the handoff. Now he'll get fouled on the floor.
Oh, got some contact there. Interesting. I thought definitely with the way he extended the ball, it possibly could have been a foul on him, but they're going to say it's going to be on River Falls. That's number 5 for River Falls this half.
51-49 is the score. Jamomny coming back in for Renta, excuse me. Inbounds pass here to Makinen. Now Moots with it. Picks up a screen here. Now he's going to look to drive in the lane. Zach going to go all the way. Gets blocked there by Butler. Beautiful defensive recovery there.
Yeah, Butler's just been there defensively. I think that's his second block for this half already, so he's been doing really well in the paint currently.
Chance to tie or take the lead with a 3 here. Parker going to drive in the lane. Over to Payne. He's going to take that 3 for the lead. That's too strong, no good. Offensive rebound by Parker.
The first one of the game for River Falls, so see if they can convert anything off it.
Parker has it. First three-point shot there by Payne. Going after the ball aggressively. Holland and Tim with it. 8 seconds left on the clock. Here comes a kick out. Fake the 3. Now they will take the 3 is Butler. That one's no good. Rebounded by Coleman. Man, a couple opportunities there for River Falls to take the lead. 2 3-point shots, which all intents and purposes were open. They can't hit either of them. It remains a 2-point Stevens Point lead. Coleman with some fancy work here in the lane. Now over to Macon, and he fakes the 3. Now gets it to Miles Coleman behind the back. He'll take that shot with a foot on the line. It's a 2, but still it's a 4-point Stevens Point lead.
Yeah, fun on the line, really long 2, but smooth shot. And now it's back to a 2-possession game.
Down low, they're going to get it to Payne. He's going to try to go up strong. He won't. It'll get blocked, but they call a foul. Oh my goodness, that looked like it was all ball there by Dylan Reuter. Oh my.
Yeah, that's an interesting call there. And again, I can see both sides going into that call. However, I definitely from up here, I thought he got all ball, but must have heard some sort of slap, must have heard like a slap or something.
8:07 left in this second half. Elijah Smith, looking to check in. First free throw for Payne is good. Good looking stroke on that one. Buchanan checking into the game. Man, I am just struggling here with pronouncing names. I guess that's why I have you next to me, not only to get the names right, but to nag me to get them right too.
you say that, but at the same time, I struggle with names too. So
second free throw for Payne is up and good. Man, that looked like a 88% free throw shooter from the free throw line there. He looked good from the free throw line here tonight.
Hey, he looks good from the free throw line. Just sometimes he's just a little strong or a little short.
Big-time players come up in big-time moments. Jake Buchanan over to Brennan Tim. He'll drive in the lane, throw one up. That one's no good. Rebounded by Payne. Reuter lucky not to get a foul there on that one. Now River Falls can tie or take the lead. They're going to try to take the lead. That shot is up. No good.
I think it's supposed on the line, so it would have been tied. However, still misses it anyway. And a little bit of a flop there. It was a really good screen. Bounces down there. There's a foul on River Falls. A bit of a flop there, I think.
River Falls fans and bench players were screaming for a foul, but yeah, that was
clean.
Just kind of a solid screen.
I'll say I guess I think if it was a foul, what's the foul on? Because it just looked like he was staying still. He didn't really like move at all, so it wouldn't have been an illegal screen. And it just looked like Butler ran into him.
There wasn't even that much contact really either. It was just that much of a flop. I mean, we can't fault him for trying.
I mean, fair
but
enough.
Also, rules in college basketball and in the NBA, if you get called for a flop, you get the warning, but if you get called for it again, that's a technical free throw shot, which ultimately could decide a game. So you never know, and you want to just while you want to draw the foul, you also don't want to act too much. You don't want to try to win an Oscar.
Yeah, I agree. And especially in a game like this, only a 2-point lead. It's been incredibly close all game, especially in the second half. I feel like River Falls, in the first half, they played all right, but I feel like Point was just really, really aggressive, I guess. They were just doing really well, is what I'm saying. But in this half, it feels a lot more evenly matched, and it feels like both teams are just giving it all they got. Because as you said, this is really important when it comes to WIAC tournament seeding, and it's just a really important game overall because, again, like I said, looking at the rest of the schedule for the rest of them, it's going to be a lot harder competition for both teams. So this might be your best shot of winning a WIAC game, so might as well give it everything you got.
Interesting stat, too. Both these coaches in their 17th season with both of their programs, really both very long tenured, and a lot of success to this Stevens Point basketball program. If you look around here in Bennett Court, last 2014-15 national champions, 16 in 2017-18, all kinds of accolades. And this is a team that, once they get past this ineligibility in the postseason and they get that post-player presence, look to see this team right back to the NCAA.
There's another part of me that's just like, okay, maybe just try and go down with it and see if you're able to get things set up again. Maybe try and go for a three. I don't know.
Skip pass to Anderson. He's going to take that three, and the lead is up no good, and a rebound, and it's going to poke out. Don't touch it, but Stevens Point does touch it, and it's going to stay with River Falls.
Oh, that's not a good play there from Tim. It was off on River Falls, and it just touches it at the end, touches his foot out of bounds, and now River Falls gets a second chance at life.
So Stevens Point gives them another chance here. Inbounds pass, lob in here. Jabwamni, he's got the hot hand from the three-point. They're going to get it down low to their star, Payne. He's going to go up and under. His shot is up, no good. Rebound, a nice defense there by Reuter.
Payne has just been struggling from the paint, and Point has just, it's part Point and part himself, honestly, from what I'm seeing. But that looked like a good shot, he just missed it.
Good defense. I think you're absolutely right. It's one of two factors here. They're trying to get it down low to Reuter. Nothing doing. Reuter, the 6'11 freshman. Coleman with it, gets it over to Buchanan. Jake now going to drive. Post up a little bit. Now go into the lane. A lot of dribbling here. 5 seconds left on the clock. Jake's got to make something here. Got to shoot. Got to get something up. He does. Just get. Oh, he banks it in.
Magician.
Oh my goodness.
He is magic tonight. Banks it in. As you said, the bank has been open since 7:14, and he finally utilizes it for a 4-point lead.
Anderson, three-point shot up, wide open, is no good. Offensive rebound by Smith, and he gets fouled. Man, Smith was in there with 4 pointers, and he still manages to get the rebound.
Yeah, we got Smith on the line for River Falls, and the free throw struggles, like supposedly the free throw struggles continue because he's only a 55% free throw shooter. But hey, Payne's been doing well. Parker has been shooting really well from free throw, so we never know what's going to happen. Plus, as you said, big players make big shots in big time. Never mind.
He tried.
I'm trying.
You got it. You got it. You just stumbled a little way. Elijah Smith, the 6'5 freshman forward, 220 out of Coon Rapids, Minnesota. 1-and-1 situation here. First free throw up. Oh, that is badly missed. Oh, man. There's a 55% free throw shooter.
Finally, we found it.
5 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in this second half. Stevens Point up by 4. Now Moots with it. He's going to drive. Gets his defender in the air.
A beautiful shot fake there. Was able to get. Payne was able to take the bait. Went up right away, and that's easy 2 shots.
Oh, man. Usually You see a defender, and it's once again that case of just this team just practices their shot fakes so much. And you're probably thinking it's such a small part of your game, but look at that. It drew a foul, a potential chance for 2 points here at the free throw line, but it gives you chances to score, and that one just makes it in.
Sweet bounce there. But no, you're absolutely right. It's those opportunities that allow for fouls, and fouls lead to free throws, and fouls can lead to more free throws because now point is in the bonus.
Zach Moots with his second one up and coming, and it rattles off the rim, no good.
It looked like 2 identical shots there. Just one bounced well off the rim, the other one didn't.
Parker now with it. Down by 5 are the Falcons. Parker's going to drive on Buchanan, go down the lane, elevate up, and good. That was a pretty possession there.
They just took the ball and it just went, took everything himself, took Buchanan, and was able to get a really nice shot off.
5:20 to go here. Van Kalster now with it. Over to Moots. Zach, he's going to drive on Holland, go into the lane, and gets a backdoor pass there to Gilly. Good closeout defensively. What's the call? And a foul there on Payne.
And it's going to be a shooting foul as well, so Gilly gets 2 free throws, and Payne, it's a lot of fouls to Payne. Oh, no, it's only his second one. I thought he had more on him personally.
Josiah, this has been an area he has struggled a little bit here. But he's get 2 chances here for Stevens Point. First free throw up is no good.
A little strong on that one.
Ryan Genrich coming in for Jake Buchanan. 5:04 to go here in this one. Josiah Gilly trying to get 1 of 2 here from the free throw line. His second attempt is up and rattles home.
That's nice. Able to get 1 of 2, makes it a 2-possession game now.
5 minutes on the dot here in this one. Can River Falls fight back in this one? They're down by 4 here. But you got to think their free throws, like you said, that has really been what has been shooting them in the foot here, because ultimately free throws are the fundamental aspects, much like making extra points in football or converting off of turnovers in basketball. Free throws are fundamental aspects of the game, and if you can't shoot well, your chances of winning the game very slim.
Exactly. Like my dad said, free throws win you games. They are literally, it's exactly what it says. They are free points. There's nothing standing within you from the free throw line to the rim. As Anderson shoots one, drills it.
Makes it a 3-point game. Now go ahead.
I was going to say, I was just going to tackle on, just finish in the last sentence. Free throws win you games. And River Falls has been to the line a lot this game. It's just they haven't been shooting the greatest, and that's why Point is still up by 3 with Anderson shooting a second one.
Second free throw up is also good. Still a 1-possession game here. 2-point lead for Stevens Point, 57-55. Making it now with it, guarded by Anderson. Buchanan curling around the screen. He gets it over to Moots. Thought about the 3. Now he'll drive baseline, get it off to Gilly. Looked like, maybe he traveled with it once again. Josiah can't get it to go, and River Falls gets the bucket, or gets the rebound.
Really close there. I definitely thought he might have gotten away with something as River Falls is going to call a timeout.
River Falls is going, like you said, going to take that timeout here, a chance to come out of this break here, tie or take the lead with a 3.
Yeah, it's 57-55 right now. Stevens Point favored by 2, and like you said, it's really close here. They have an opportunity to try and take this game back. River Falls really hasn't leaded in this game.
Take a look here at us, guys.
Hey,
trying to fix the camera.
Yo.
Get a nice look at our setup we have here.
For all those lovely people that watch it at SPTV. Of course, if you're listening here on WWSP, you're also quite lovely as well. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to come, watch us, hear some Pointers basketball as we're nearing the end of the regular season.
Absolutely.
Nearing the end of the regular season for all winter sports as well. Hockey, I know, finished up their home regular season just last week.
Yeah, they finished up the home regular season against against Northland. They tied the first game. Really a rough game for Stevens Point. And then they ended up losing in shootouts. Really impressive game by the Lumberjacks. And then Stevens Point won the second game 6-0. You're probably wondering, where the heck was that game? They actually even go up 1 spot in the rankings, number 9 in the country. and they take on Superior this weekend and look to try to win the WIAC for the 4th time in 5 years, which is incredible to even say that.
That is pure consistency right there, and that's what Stevens Point has been in this modern time for the past decade. It seems like they've just been consistent when it comes to hockey, and as the players get back on the court, you know, that we're hoping to see that from the men's basketball side too, because they're really good. They've had a lot of success, and we're just recently just hasn't been that way, but it looks like they're on the right track to get back to success in the postseason. There's
no question about that. The future is certainly bright here for this Stevens Point men's basketball program. Here's a chance of the hot hand from 3 all day, and he hits it.
He's been so good from 3. That was Jed Wamney again.
Yeah, once again. But, yeah, looking at this for Stevens Point, they are now down by 1. Can Buchanan answer? No. Beautiful block there by Parker.
Yeah, it just elevated. Actually had a pretty nice opening there, but Parker was able to elevate and just knock that out of bounds. However, not much time was taken off the clock, so Point still has 16 seconds remaining on that shot clock.
3:45 to go. Stevens Point down by 1 here. Coleman with it. Now needs to elevate. Loses it, and he draws a foul.
All right, that's very big there, because now we get free throws. Most important part of the game, especially right now, because if you make both these, you take back that lead, 59-58. Even making one of them, you tie it up, which is a lot better than being down by 1. People think it's like, oh, it's only 1 point. It's more than that, honestly, because that can lead to, oh, if River Falls makes another 3, that's a 2-possession game right there.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right about that. For Stevens Point, really one of the first times they have trailed all night, as the first free throw is up by
Coleman.
Miles Coleman.
Yep, Coleman's been clutch from the free throws, which hasn't been one of the strongest parts of his game, but he has been clutch, 3 for 3 currently.
Now to give Stevens Point the lead with his second one is short, no good, nice. And a foul. Oh my goodness, going after his rebound. Fouls Holland, and we're just going to make the trot all the way down to the other side of the court, and he's going to shoot 2.
I need to stop doing that. I did it again. Oh, I've done it yet again with the announcer's jinx, because I remember I did that with River Falls too earlier on. It was 3 for 3 and just bricks it. But River Falls gets 2 more shots. It's going to be
it's going to be Holland on the free throws here. First one up is good.
Just a really pure stroke there. The ball looked just a ton of spin off that end, and it was just a really good shot.
Second one up here. Chance to make this 60-58 game here. It's up and rattles home. 2-point lead here for the Falcons. They have fought all the way back from down 8 at halftime to have a 2-point lead here with 3:30 to go here in the second half. Buchanan now with it. Jake gets it over to Van Kalster. Now Jake, 3:20 to go. Time ticking off the clock here for Stevens Point. AJ making it now. Baseline cut there, and trying to get a little too fancy was Buchanan as he left it for Tim, but a good defensive play there by the Falcons, and they're going to call a timeout here now that they have a 2-point lead here, partner. That was just a decent look at it, but I think Buchanan probably would have been better off trying to hit a reverse there.
Could have. I thought there was also someone on the corner as well, wide open, so you could have had a wide open shot from the corner. However, got a little greedy and tried to find Tim down low, just wasn't able to get anything. And now, as we said, River Falls really hasn't had the lead all game. Before halftime, at the end of the first half, it was all Stevens Point. River Falls never had the lead, but now things are different. Point is down by 2 points, which is that's a lot of points, especially with only 3 minutes remaining left, and things getting really tight, really chippy. Almost feels like, because we had that altercation beforehand. I thought things were going to start getting like really physical recently, but it seems like they started to level off a little bit, and it's while still being physical with both teams almost in double bonus. It's been relatively. I'm not gonna emotionally. I feel like it's been a lot. I don't know, a lot calmer, I guess, but at the same time,
it's been very mellow.
I say, have you? Are you trying to understand what I'm trying to say?
No, I get what you're saying. No, you're absolutely right. There's while things have gone kind of chippy after certain plays here, it's kind of mellowed out here, and I think that's kind of what you were getting at here. 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in this one. And, you know, Ashton, what's the key to coming now at this point for Stevens Point, coming back and winning this game?
And you know what? I just think they have to while staying aggressive. I feel like they're becoming just a little too aggressive, trying to get a little too greedy with themselves.
Was open on a backdoor cut. Now this is where they got the height advantage down low. Payne guarded by Moots. Now they're going to drive into lane. No good,
oh,
but
they're
a
called
foul.
Blocking. Oh, they're calling a blocking foul there. That's a big call.
Now Anderson at the free throw line, a chance to make this a 4-point game. Anderson will get ready for the first one upcoming. 2:50 to go here. First one rattles home. Makes it a 3-point game here in favor of the Falcons. Jawabni takes a seat on the bench. He's been the clutch 3-point shooter for this team. Second free throw up is too strong, no good, and almost put in by Moots.
That was really close, but now it's only a 3-point game, so one possession. That can make all the difference.
Moots gonna get fouled there. Holland was going strong at it, and he's gonna get 2 chances at the free throw. Holland's kind of surprised at that. He doesn't understand.
Yeah, Moots, though, is able to get 2 free throws now. Moots, however, no, it's going to be Buchanan. Oh, yeah, no, it is Moots. My fault. But Moots hasn't been the greatest free throw shooter this season.
These are 2 important free throws here for Stevens Point. They're down by 3, trying to make this a 1-point game. First free throw up is good.
Oh, up here, it doesn't look like someone who's only 58% from the free throw line. Again,
second free
big
throw
free
going.
throws.
Yep, absolutely. Second free throw up and coming from Moots. Chance to make this a 1-point game. Free throw is up and good.
That could make all the difference now. That one free throw miss from Anderson and those 2 points from Moots. That's a 3-point swing right there. Now Point is just right back in it at only a 1-point game. 1-point game here. River Falls now with the basketball. This is probably Roderick Payne time as he gets it around the curl, trying to get it down low. He's got the height advantage over Genrich. Now driving is Jawabni, and a push off by the Pointers. Yeah, you saw that all day. Yep.
He's going to get 2 shots at the free throw line here.
Yeah, he tried to get down, and I understand what it looks like it was. Yeah, it looks like it was going to be making it. It's going to be called for the push-off, but, you know, I understand what he was trying to do, trying to get him closer to the end line there. But, however, you can't push. You just can't do that.
Good look at that on the camera. We have camera woman tonight, Abby Kufahl, here for us on SPTV, doing a good job here tonight, giving us good angles, making us seem like we know what we're doing.
almost know what we're doing.
Second free throw is up and just finds the bottom of the net, makes it a 3-point game again. 63-60. River Falls on top of Stevens Point. Inbounds pass here coming to Makinen and picking up, and now laying off is Van Scoy.
Now we got 2 minutes left. That's a lot of time in terms of game time here.
Van Calster gets it up top to Buchanan. Over to Moots. Zach just hit 2 clutch free throws. Over to Brennan Tim down low, guarded by Payne. He's now going to get it back to Moots. Going to fake the 3, now curl around defense. He's going to elevate from short. That one's way short, no good.
Yeah, I definitely saw from with his release, he was definitely going to pull that a little short. It looked like there wasn't enough arc, and it's going to call another timeout.
Jeez. It's about the 3rd or 4th time that River Falls really just takes it up the court to call a timeout. What's the strategy behind that?
I don't know. They have a lot of timeouts still. They got 3 left still, so they could do that a couple more times if they want.
And the timeouts for River Falls has certainly been their friend because they've had good design plays coming off the inbounds pass here. But for Stevens Point, this is kind of dangerous territory here because you are, in all intents and purposes, a relatively one-dimensional offense. And if you get down, let's say River Falls makes a 3 here, it's a 66-60, they know that you're going to be looking for that 3-point shot.
Yeah.
And so you're going to have to score in the lane. And that has not been an area where Stevens Point has been particularly good at this season.
Yeah, that's that It's the issue that Stevens Point had because of that sort of one-dimensional offense. They're not really that great when it comes to near the end of the game. They have trouble closing it out because teams start to realize Point is really good at making threes. However, their paint presence isn't the greatest. So they start just really tightening that perimeter defense and forcing them to go in the lane, taking these really tough shots. And most of the time, you're gonna miss those shots, and that just increases the lead because they start going off scoring droughts, and that just leads to Point blowing leads. And Point really just needs to focus in, and they really need to get a stop here. This all starts if River Falls makes a basket here, so they really need to try and get a stop here if they want to try have any sort of semblance.
This is probably one of the most important possessions, defensive possessions here of the night for Stevens Point. If they can hold this one off here, just even for a little bit, they can have a chance to try to come back in this one now. Inbounds pass to Parker. He's probably going to try to chew up a lot of clock here and still try to get a good look here. But also, this is pain time. And Stevens Point playing a little bit of a zone defense here. That could be dangerous. They're walling off. Jawabni, that's an offensive foul. He pushed off on Genrich. That was an easy call there, and that'll be an inbounds pass here coming from Makinen here. So defensive stop for Stevens Point, and now they have to score.
That's a huge foul there, and that's a huge turnover. Point really needs to take advantage of this opportunity.
Only the second foul on Jawabni. He's obviously hit the 2 free throws to make this a 3-point game here. Now, where does Stevens Point go here offensively? That is the question. They get it over to Moots. Moots is going to curl, go behind the back, pick up his dribble now up top to making it. Now Van Callister, you're going to try to go for the tie. That's too strong, no good. Rebounded by Anderson.
I like the shot by Van Callister. He's been really hot from 3. He just wasn't able to make this one.
Now a timeout again by River Falls.
They really love using them timeouts, I guess, trying to think of new plays.
Well, why not? If you don't use them, you lose them.
Exactly.
3-point lead here, 1 minute and 13 seconds to go. Defensively, Stevens Point did the job last time. They forced the turnover on the charge. They got the ball back, and they had a decent look at it. They just couldn't convert. And now they're going to have to D up once again and get another stop.
They need to buckle down, and they need to just tighten things up really. They just need to tighten things up. They've been doing pretty well in terms of defensively. Like I said, they were able to get a charge there. Are they going to try and do something like that again, or else? I like you, as you said, zone defense. It can work, but it's very risky. So I wonder if they're going to try and continue something like that, or if they're going to try and go back to more man-to-man sort of coverage.
I'm a little surprised they're busting out the zone defense this late in the game, because they have been playing such good man-to-man defense for really a large portion of this first half. And to me, it's a little interesting that they decide to pull that now, because that just potentially leads for backdoor slam dunks just like this. Backdoor wide open play as Anderson puts one up and in for 2.
Only a minute left, though. You got to start going if you're Point.
Down by 5 here, a minute left in this one. Stevens Point needs a bucket in this one. Buchanan fighting to get open. They now just do get it to Jake. Picks up a screen, driving. Now he still has it. He's going to step back. Going to drive on Holland. Going to go baseline. Jake just can't find anything. Making it deep 3. That's straight away. That's short, no good. Payne with the rebound, and they get it out to outlet pass up to Parker. Now they get it to Anderson. Anderson's going to slow it down. Wise play. Stevens Point's got a foul. They still haven't fouled. Oh my goodness, foul.
And they're going to call a timeout. It's just been disaster right now for Stevens Point. They've been just missing the opportunities that they've had.
A terrible offensive possession by Stevens Point, and a 30-second timeout taken by River Falls here. But a bucket here, I mean, free throws maybe puts this one away. I can't believe they didn't foul earlier. That's a good 15 seconds that came off the clock.
Yeah, it's just really questionable there from the Stevens Point defenders. I don't really know what they were doing, but I guess they wanted to try their best, try to get a trap, but it wasn't able to work out. And now only 29.4 left to go in this game. You're down 5. You're really going to need to try and get a turnover here off of this inbound play.
29.4 seconds. Yeah, you're probably going to try to get a trap here and force a turnover. Only 1 timeout left for the Falcons, 5 for Stevens Point. 3-point shooters have been Makinen and Buchanan on the season, but Moots has been no slouch either. But this is where Stevens Point needs to get a stop, and they're going to get it inbound. Man, I cannot believe they are not fouling here.
Yeah, me neither. Well, they're right there, but that's like 4 seconds that you could have used before. But all right, we got 2 free throws coming here from Jedwadwe. I've got to keep butchering it. I'm sorry.
Jedwabne.
Thank you.
On the season. Jedwabne. Try to find him on the stats here.
He's second up. He's a 78.8% free throw shooter, so not bad.
Best free throw shooter on the team amongst players who played more than 20 games. His first free throw is good. I think what they're going to do is make the second one, and I don't think they're going to foul. As it is good, so it's 67-60. So Stevens Point now. You don't need a 3 if you can get a quick 2 and a timeout, or a quick 2 and a trap, but you got to go quick here. And Stevens Point has not been doing themselves favors because they took a solid 15 seconds off. Now Buchanan's going to step back. Contested 3 is up and way short, and it's going to be corralled by the Falcons, and that really should do it.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think that's going to be it now. They just missed opportunities in terms of 3-point late in this game. Just caused the lead to extend past where Point can.
And
really
a vicious comeback here in the second half. Down by 8 at halftime. River Falls has fought all the way back, and barring a crazy sequence with 15 seconds left in this game, they should be escaping with what will be their 11th win on the season. The first free throw just hits.
Yeah, they've been able to hit free throws, and it's what they've been needed to do all game. They just need to hit free throws, and that's what they've been doing.
Holland's second free throw coming. Pointers fans head for the exits as the Falcons now make this a 69-60 game. Inbounds pass here. Buchanan now with it. Got to hustle. Need to get stopped. Need to get 3s. Now he's just going to try to go all the way. Gets it off to Tim, and he scores for 2. But what does that really do for you right now? Inbounds pass. They get it to fouling here with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, I
think this is a little all too late here.
I think so too, but hey, trying to do something, I guess.
Try to add to the stats maybe for the season. Butler going to the foul line here. Jacob Butler only a 50% free throw shooter, and it shows on that one a little too strong. 69-62. Stevens Point only 6.3 seconds. Second one is up and also no good. Moots gonna go quickly down the court. Stevens Point now with it. A 3-point shot by Makinen is up and no good. And that will do it. River Falls comes back and wins this one by 7. Tremendous second half here by the Falcons, as Stevens Point now falls to 10-13. River Falls is 11-12. Good second half there by the Falcons. Stevens Point just couldn't execute when they needed to.
Yeah, there was just those missed opportunities at the end of the second half, and a lot of fouls. River Falls was able to rack up a lot of fouls in Stevens Point quickly. Was able to get to the free throw line a lot. Just started to hit free throws.
And yeah, we talked about it. Slow start from the free throw line in the first half. And what's impressive for River Falls is they win this game despite Roderick Plain not really blowing up the stat books here for River Falls. And if you're River Falls, that's got to be a favorable thing to know that you can win without your star player really going off in this one.
That's always a good feeling to have. Whenever you're a fan or if you're on the team, knowing that your bench is able just to pick up the slack if your star player just doesn't perform as he's supposed to, and it's just really, it was impressive performance from River Falls tonight. That's all it is.
Very impressive, and we're going to try to get some stats here before we sign off on this one. But overall, Stevens Point, they played a good first half. They had an 8-point lead going into halftime, but really it was the second half struggles that Stevens Point just couldn't get over, the silly mistakes that they have, and really just allowing River Falls to stay in this one. Stevens Point had many chances to take a double-digit lead in this one, and they just weren't able to do so. And you have to look back at it and say, well, that really was the key. And also, looking at that technical foul on Jake Buchanan, now Stevens Point did go on a 6-0 run at that point, but it let River Falls claw back into this one and even tie the game. So ultimately, those small things decided the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I couldn't say it better myself.
Got some stats here to look at here in the final score. Again, 69-62, the final score here, but looking overall for the Falcons. Logan Jadwabny, 26 points, 6 for 6 from the free throw line, 6 of 8 from beyond the arc.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
a ridiculous game for Logan Jadwabny, and then two rebounds on that. Great game for him. Also, Dylan Parker with 10 points. And like I said, you look at Roderick Payne, only 12 points. He averages 17.1 per game per season. So Stevens Point did a good job defensively on him. Looking at Stevens Point's scoring, leading the way is Zach Moots, 13 and 4 rebounds. And then Jake Buchanan with 10 and 2. Well, partner, that's really kind of going to do it for us here. Any final words that you have on this one?
I guess it's just a thought of, again, it's the thought of if Stevens Point can really get a paint presence, I feel like this could have been a lot closer. It's not like that Point played bad. I thought Point played pretty well. It's just they started to slip away at the end, and it's been an issue that they've had all seasons where they've just given up leads after they've had a really strong first half. And it's the thing, like, if you can get a really strong paint presence, could you stop that somehow? And I thought Josiah Gilly played pretty good, actually. I thought he was one of the better players on Stevens Point, and he did a really solid job just locking up Payne. It was just the players around him, and he just wasn't able to convert on the opportunities.
Stevens Point going to look to try to get back into the win column here in 3 days on February 11th in Eau Claire. Well, that is going to do it for this one. Hope you guys all enjoyed listening to this one. Despite pointers coming out a little short in this one, still a good game to call. Up here, I'm Will Haroldson. Alongside me today, Ashton Parker doing the camera work for SBTV. Abby Kufahl, great job at that. We are going to say good night, and we will see you next time.